guys! Welcome back to my channel, Irene's Journal Sharing. For today's video, pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang buhay ni Elisha sa Bible at yung babae na Shunamite. Okay? So if you are new to my channel, just type and search in YouTube, Irene's Journal Sharing. Makikita mo na lahat yung mga videos ko and I swear na kayo ay mabibless tungkol sa salita ng Diyos. Okay? So, I know mabibless kayo sa mga videos ko doon. Okay? So now, umpisahan nating basahin ang 2 Kings 4 verse 8 to 37. So, I know na mahaba talagang istorya na to. Okay? Okay guys, basahin natin in 2 Kings 4 verse 8 to 37. I know na mahabang istorya ito, pero I know na mabibless kayo sa istoryang ito tungkol kay Elisha at yung Shunamite na babae. Okay? So in 2 Kings 4 verse 8, and it fell on a day that Elisha passed to Shunem, where was a great woman, and she constrained him to eat bread, and so it was that as oft as he passed by, he turned in thither to eat bread. And she said unto her husband, Behold, now I perceive that this is an holy man of God, which passeth by us continually. Let us make a little chamber, I pray thee, on the wall, and let us sit for him there a bed, and a table, and a stool, and a candlestick, and it shall be when he cometh to us that he shall turn in thither. And it fell on the day that he came thither, and he turned into the chamber and lay there. And he said to Gehazi his servant, Call this Shunamite. And when he had called her, she stood before him. And he said unto him, Say now unto her, Behold, thou hast been careful for us with all this care. What is to be done for thee? Wouldest thou be spoken for to the king or to the captain of the host? And she answered, I dwell among mine own people. And he said, What then is to be done for her? And Gehazi answered, Verily she hath no child, and her husband is old. And he said, Call her. And when he had called her, she stood in the door. And he said, About this season, according to the time of life, thou shalt embrace a son. And she said, Nay, my lord, thou man of God, do not lie unto thine handmaid. And the woman conceived and bare a son at that season that Elisha had said unto her, according to the time of life. And when the child was grown, it fell on the day that he went out to his father to the reapers. And he said unto his father, My head, my head. And he said to a lad, Carry him to his mother. And when he had taken him and brought him to his mother, sat on her knees till noon, and then died. And she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, and shut the door upon him, and went out. And she called unto her husband, she said, Send me, I pray thee, one of the young men, and one of the asses, that I may run to the man of God, and come again. And he said, Wherefore wilt thou go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And she said, It shall be well. Then she saddled an ass, and said to her servant, Drive and go forward, slack not thy riding for me, except I bid thee. So she went and came unto the man of God to Mount Carmel. And it came to pass, when the man of God saw her afar off, that he said to Gehazi his servant, Behold, yonder is the Shunamite. Run now, I pray thee, to meet her, and say unto her, It is well with thee, it is well with thy husband, is it well with the child? And she answered, It is well. And when she came to the man of God to the hill, and she caught him by the feet, but Gehazi came near to thrust her away. And the man of God said, Let her alone, for her soul is vexed within here, and the Lord hath hid it from me, and had not told me. Then she said, Did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I not say, do not deceive me? Okay. Then he said to Gehazi, gird up thy loins, and take my staff in thine hand, and go thy way. If thou meet any man, salute him not, and if any salute thee, answer him not again, and lay my staff upon the face of the child. And the mother of the child said, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And he arose and followed her. And Gehazi passed on before them, and laid the staff upon the face of the child. But there was neither voice nor hearing. Wherefore he went again to meet him, and told him, saying, the child is not awake. And when Elisha was come into the house, behold, the child was dead, and laid upon his bed. He went in therefore, and shut the door upon them twain, and prayed unto the Lord. And he went up and lay upon the child, and put his mouth upon his mouth, and his eyes upon his eyes, and his hands upon his hands, and he stretched himself upon the child, and the flesh of the child waxed warm. Then he returned and walked in the house to and fro, and went up and stretched himself upon him, and the child sneezed 7 times, and the child opened his eyes. And he called Gehazi, and said, call the Shunamite. So he called her. And when she was come in unto him, he said, take up thy son. Then she went in and fell at his feet, and bowed herself to the ground, and took up her son, and went out. So, ang ibig sabihin guys na yung babae na Shunamite, tinitiker niya talaga si Elisha na alagad ng Diyos. Pinakain niya, binigyan niya ng magandang room para makatulog, makapahinga yung alagad ng Diyos. Kaya nga, nakita ni Elisha na ang bait-bait ng Shunamite, kaya sinabi niya sa kanyang assistant na si Gehazi, sabi niya, ano bang gawin natin sa babae na ito? At nakita ni Gehazi na wala siyang anak, tapos yung husband niya matanda na. So, sabi ni Elisha na tawagin mo yung babae. So, tinawag nila yung babae, sinabihan ni Elisha yung babae na magkaroon siya ng anak. Okay? So, ang babae hindi siya naniniwala. Sabi nga niya kay Elisha na, nay, my Lord, thou man of God, do not lie unto thine handmaid. Okay? Huwag kang magsisinungaling sa akin. Ganyan. So, ang babae, kulang yung paniniwala niya sa Diyos. Okay? Na kaya lahat ng Diyos ang lahat ng bagay. So, sa kalauna, nagkaroon talaga siya ng anak. Okay, na lalaki, kung ano yung sinabi ni Elisha sa kanya, nagkaroon siya ng anak. Ngunit, yung anak niya nagkaroon ng matinding sakit ng ulo. Okay, masakit yung ulo niya hanggang namatay yung bata. Okay, hanggang namatay yung anak niya na lalaki. At yun, bumalik siya kay Elisha, kinukonfront niya si Elisha, sabi niya, did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I not say, do not deceive me? Okay? So, pinabayaan yun ni Elisha, anumang sinasabi niya kay Elisha, kasi kinukonfront niya si Elisha. Ngunit, namatay nga yung bata, pero ito ay nabuhay. Okay? Ang ginawa ni Elisha, and when Elisha was come into the house, behold, the child was dead and laid upon his bed. He went in therefore and shut the door upon them twain and prayed unto the Lord. Okay? Nagpray si Elisha sa Panginoon, and he went up and lay upon the child and put his mouth upon his mouth, and his eyes upon his eyes, and his hands upon his hands, and he stretched himself upon the child, and the flesh of the child waxed warm. Okay? So, nabuhay ulit yung bata. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin yan guys, walang imposible sa Panginoon. Okay? Kung ano ang sinasabi ng Diyos, sa kanyang salita, kung ano yung pinapromise ng Diyos sa atin, walang imposible. Yung promise niya about salvation, na kung tinanggap mo ako as your personal savior ng totoo sa buhay mo at mananampalataya ka sa akin, ikaw ay maliligtas. Okay? Magiging anak ka na ng Diyos. John 1 verse 12. At yan ay totoo kasi ang Diyos hindi sinungaling. Numbers 23 verse 19, God is not a man that he should lie. Okay? So, ang babae, kulang naniniwala siya sa Diyos, naniniwala siya sa alagad ng Diyos, pero kulang talaga yung faith niya sa Diyos, na kaya ng Diyos ang lahat ng bagay. Okay? Ang Diyos ay gumagawa ng makapangyarihang gawa na ikabubuti sa lahat ng tao. Okay? So, Revelation 22 verse 13. So, in Revelation 22 verse 13, sabi ng Diyos, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Okay? So, in John 11 verse 25, John 11 verse 25, sabi ng Diyos, John 11 verse 25, sabi ng Diyos, Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection, okay, and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Okay? Pwede siyang mabuhay muli. Okay? So, ang Diyos makapangyarihan sa lahat. Kayang-kaya ng Diyos. Kaya nga sinabi ng Diyos sa kanyang salita, Luke 1 verse 37, for with God nothing shall be impossible. Parang yung babae, parang tinatry siya ng Panginoon kung gaano siya ka-faithful sa Panginoon, kung ang kanyang paniniwala ay maliit or malaki. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, palawakin natin ang ating paniniwala sa Diyos, na kayang-kaya ng Diyos ang lahat ng bagay. Okay? Maniwala ka lang sa Diyos. Naniniwala siya sa alagad ng Diyos, pero kulang ang paniniwala niya sa Diyos. Okay? Kung ano ang sinabi ng Diyos, maniwala na tayo. Kung ano yung promises ng Diyos sa kanyang salita, maniwala na tayo. Okay? Mas magandang paniniwalaan ang mga promises ng Diyos kaysa sa tao. Kasi sa tao, ano pa yan? Yung inisip mo, gagawin ba niya or hindi? Yung ganon. Kaya nga sinabi sa Diyos sa Psalm 118 verse, basahin natin sa Psalm 118 verse 8. So, in Psalm 118 verse 8, okay, verse 8 and 9, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. So, mas mabuti talaga ang sabi ng Diyos na maniniwala tayo sa Kanya. Okay? Manalig tayo sa Kanya. Okay? So, Hebrews 11 verse 6, okay? Ano bang ikasisiya ng Diyos? Okay? In Hebrews 11 verse 6, Hebrews 11 verse 6, saan ka na ba Hebrews? In Hebrews 11 verse 6, sabi ng Diyos, but without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is, and that He is rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Okay? So, ikasisiya talaga ng Diyos, ikaliligaya ng Diyos na may pananalig ka sa Kanya. Kaya palawakin natin ang pananalig natin sa Diyos, na kayang-kaya ng Diyos ang lahat ng bagay. Okay? Nabuntis na yung Shunamite. Okay? Ang Shunamite, parang hindi siya makapaniwala na magkaroon pa siya ng anak, okay, na lalaki, pero ang sabi ng Diyos, magkakaroon siya ng anak, okay, na lalaki, at nagkaroon na siya ng anak, okay. Kaya wag tayong mag-alinlangan sa Panginoon, kasi sabi ng Diyos sa James 1 verse 5, 6, and 7, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Okay? Huwag tayong magda-doubt sa Panginoon. Pag ang Diyos nag-promise, talagang sure na gagawin ng Diyos. Okay? Yung Shunamite na buntis talaga. Okay? Kasi yan yung sabi ng Diyos sa kanya. Okay? Sabi ng alagad ng Diyos sa kanya. Okay? So, huwag tayong mag-alinlangan. In Luke 1 verse 37, walang imposible sa Diyos. Luke 1 verse 37, for with God nothing shall be impossible. Okay? So in Jeremiah 32 verse 27, behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin, Panginoon ng lahat ng tao. Okay? The God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Okay? Is there anything too hard for me? So, yan ang sabi ng Diyos. Meron bang mahirap para sa akin? Okay? Walang mahirap para sa Diyos. Okay? Kahit sa salvation, kung kailangan mo ng salvation, bibigyan ka ng Diyos. Okay? Walang ibang makapagbibigay ng kaligtasan sa tao, kundi ang Diyos lamang. Okay? Okay? Sa pamamagitan ni Kristo Jesus. Hindi ang tao ang makapagliligtas. Yan yung palagi kong sinishare sa lahat ng mga videos ko, na hindi ang tao ang makapagliligtas sa buhay niya sa impyerno, kundi si Kristo Jesus lamang ang makapagliligtas niya sa impyerno. Kaya nga, tanggapin mo si Jesus Christ as your personal Savior mo sa impyerno. Okay? Pag tinanggap mo siya ng totoo sa buhay mo, magiging anak ka na ng Diyos. Ikaw ay maliligtas. Okay? Sa kapahamakan sa impyerno. Okay? So, kahit nga sa panalangin, huwag tayong magda-doubt sa Diyos. Okay? So, in Mark 11 verse 22 to 23 to 24, basahin natin guys. In Mark 11 verse 22, in Mark 11 verse 22 to 23 to 24, kahit sa sa panalangin, ito yung sinabi ng Diyos. Kung manalangin tayo, sabi ng Diyos sa 22, and Jesus answering said unto them, have faith in God. Okay? Dapat manalig tayo sa Diyos. 23, for verily I say unto you that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he said. Okay? Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Okay? So yan ang sabi ng Diyos. Kung gusto mo ng ganito, like yung testimony ko na, Lord, gusto ko makapagtrabaho talaga, Lord, na palagi ako nakaupo, nakaharap lang sa computer. Naalala niyo ba yung testimonies ko sa past video ko? Yung mga testimonies ko doon. Sinabi ko talaga sa Diyos na, kasi pinanghawakan ko yung promise niya sa Matthew 7 verse 7. Ask and it shall be given unto you, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. May sinabi pa siya doon sa continuation na, bibigyan mo ba ang anak mo ng bato kung humingi ng tinapay? So, talagang pinanghawakan ko yung promise ng Diyos na yun, na kung humingi ako ng magtatrabaho ako na gusto ko nakaupo, nakaharap lang sa computer, bibigyan niya ba ako ng another job? Na hindi ko yun ang hinihingi. Ang hinihingi ko is yung makapagtrabaho ako na nakaharap sa computer, nakaupo palagi. So, tinupad ng Diyos. Walang imposible sa Diyos kasi ako mismo ang makapag-testimony na nandyan ang Diyos, buhay ang Diyos, talagang sasagutin ka ng Diyos. Okay? Humingi ka lang sa Diyos. Okay? Kasi pag hindi ka humingi, parang wala kang pananalig sa Diyos. Okay? Parang hindi ka nananalig sa Diyos na kaya ng Diyos ang hinihingi ko. Ganon. So, sabi dito, for verily I say you that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed, okay? And be thou cast into the sea, and shall not no doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he said shall come to pass, he shall whatsoever he said. Okay? Talagang matatanggap mo kung ano yung hinihingi mo. Okay? So, ito ang sinabi ng Diyos, humingi kayo. Okay, humingi. Kasi may verse dito sa Bible na wala kang matatanggap kung hindi ka humihingi. Okay? Kaya ang Diyos mismo nag-encourage sa atin na humingi tayo sa Kanya. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi ng Diyos, guys, na in John 16 verse 23 and 24, sabi ng Diyos na humingi tayo. Okay? Nag-encourage siya sa atin na humingi tayo sa Kanya. Sabi dito sa 23, John 16 verse 23, and in that day ye shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall ask the Father in my name, He will give it you. Hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full. Okay? Sabi niya, humingi kayo para malubos ang inyong kaligayahan. Okay? Sabi ng Diyos. So, humingi tayo. Huwag tayong mag-alinlangan sa Diyos. Kung ano man ang promise ng Diyos na tayo ay bibigyan, huwag tayong mag-alinlangan katulad kay Shunamite. Kaya magtiwala tayo sa Diyos, guys. Huwag tayong tumulad sa Shunamite. Although nag-take care talaga siya sa alagad ng Diyos, pero kulang yung pananampalataya, pananalig niya sa Diyos. Okay? Kaya guys, kung ano man yung promise ng Diyos, magtiwala tayo sa Kanya. Sabi nga niya sa atin, nag-encourage siya sa atin na humingi tayo sa Kanya. Okay? Humingi tayo sa Kanya at tayo ay Kanyang bibigyan. Okay? Para daw yung kaligayahan natin ay para malubos ang kaligayahan natin. Okay? So, si Shunamite woman, parang kulang pa yung pagtitiwala niya sa Diyos. Yung Shunamite woman, parang kulang pa talaga yung pagtitiwala niya sa Diyos na kayang-kaya ng Diyos ang lahat ng bagay. Sabi nga ng Diyos sa John 11 verse 25, Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, he shall believe. Okay? So, kung naniniwala kayo nito sa kanyang sinasabi, kayo ay makakatanggap ng kaligtasan sa buhay niyo. Okay? Kasi sabi niya dito, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, kung maniniwala kayo sa akin, though he were dead, ye shall live. Okay? Even though namatay na tayo, pero pwede tayong mabuhay muli. Okay? Paano yun mangyayari? Okay? Yung kaluluwa natin, ang ibig sabihin na mabubuhay muli, yung kaluluwa natin, patungo sa langit, hindi patungo sa kamatayan sa impyerno. So, it means nabubuhay ka muli doon sa langit. Kasi sa langit, buhay ka doon. Sa impyerno, patay ka doon. Okay? Forever ka nang mamatay sa impyerno. Okay? So, yan ang sabi ng Diyos. Maniwala tayo sa Kanya. Kaya nga guys, magandang pagkatiwalaan natin ang Diyos kaysa sa tao. Okay? At huwag tayong mag-alinlangan sa Diyos. Ano man ang promise ng Diyos, yan ay totoo. At yan ay magkatotoo. Kaya nga nag-encourage siya sa atin na humingi tayo sa Kanya. Okay? So, sabi ng Diyos in Romans 14 verse 23, basahin ko sa Tagalog, ngunit ang nag-alinlangan ay hinahatulan kung kumakain, sapagkat hindi siya kumakain sa pananampalataya, at anumang hindi sa pananampalataya ay kasalanan. Okay? Kasalanan talaga. So, mananampalataya na tayo sa Diyos, maniniwala tayo sa Diyos na kayang-kaya ng Diyos ang lahat ng bagay. Okay? So, gising na yung anak ko. Nandito siya sa gilid ko. Kaya guys, thank you so much guys for watching. If you like this video, please click like, share, and comment below. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel, Irish Journal Sharing. Thank you for watching. God bless you all.